Vision Hunt Decree.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Ad Astra.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Let my name echo in song!
A moment, please. Have a seat.
Another test. The wrong test subject.
Yeah! Not bad.
Picked the wrong test.
Let my name echo in song!
Have a safe trip.
I see everything! Everyone hold hands! Fire hazard! Ha!
Gather!
Another test subject.
Stabilize!
Picked the wrong test.
What do we have here? Hey!
Solidify! Stabilize! Gather! Stabilize! Solidify! Solidify!
Time for a light show.
Gather!
Everyone hold hands. The fuse is lit.
Solidify! I will have order!
Fire hazard.
To ashes! Huh, where have you been hiding?
Stabilize!
Hey!
Eyes on me!
Time for a light show!
Solidify!
I see everything!
Add Ash. Thank you for completing.
If you ever...
I want to help. Absorption test. Absorption test.
Let's go.
Wish you luck.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready. It's hard to remain on dry land for so long. Never quite seem to get my land legs back. I've got nothing going on, so I'm good to go for a few matches.
Ready when you are. This will be interesting. Dodge this!
Let's finish this swiftly.
I can do it. Stand clear.
Let's go.
I want to help. Absorption test. Swirl, Mark 2! Absorption test.
Gather!
Hey!
Solidify!
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment.
Stabilize!
The fuse is lit!
Solidify!
Fire hazard! Emerge!
Scatter! Solidify!
Fire hazard! Right here. Emerge. Here comes the fireworks! Right now.
Stabilize!
Emerge. Right here. Goes the ship right now.
Order guide you! Gather!
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Solidified!
Power that ended. Time for a light show.
Gather!
Nice. I'm starting to lose count.
Solidified!
I see everything. Fire hazard. Here come the fireworks.
This is order! Gather!
Eyes on me! The more the merrier. First round's on me!
Rise! Solidified!
Hey.
Power that ended high jump!
Order guide you!
Fuse is lit.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it. Osmanthus.
Stabilize.
I want to help.
That cat can talk.
Let's go out and play.
That cat can talk.
Gather. Stabilize.
Everyone hold hands. Fire hazard. Offensive reprise.
Solidify.
Take.
Gather.
Everyone hold hands. Ha! Ha!
Solidify.
Fuse is lit. Ha!
resumillo. ¿Qué tal? Insurrectillo abérnico luminoso. Bienvenido al directillo sumillo.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien? ¿Todo chetil? ¿Todo poderoso? Necesito 8, tío. Qué coñazos son los putos espectros de mierda. El tema es que aquí había espectros, pero hoy no hay. Aquí siempre había 3. Y hoy no hay ni uno. No sé por qué. Porque debería haber, pero no hay. Porque ayer no los vine a matar, ni los he matado hoy. No entiendo por qué, pero bueno, es igual. Porque los bichos del mundo spawnean cada día, no spawnean cada 2 días, como las plantas del mundo y eso. No hay. No hay, hijo, no hay. No quiere haber y no hay. ¿Se me oye o no, Sumin? Vale, vale.
Fire hazard!
Dan uno y gracias, macho. Hay que darle las gracias porque te dan uno. Coñazos de bicho, de verdad. Se podían casar con los guardamanos, ¿sabes?
Stabilize.
I see everything.
No te había visto a ti, mameluco.
Solidify.
Grow, grow, grow. The beast split.
No lo había visto a este mameluco. Insurréctico. Luminosa vernícola.
Hey! Fire hazard!
Buenas, reptiloide. ¿Qué tal? Bienvenido al directillo sumillo.
Stabilize.
I see everything.
Pues estoy farmeando los mierdos estos para el arma del evento. Que pide mierdas de estas, no puede pedir de más sitios, ¿sabes? No puede pedir materiales de más sitios el puto arma este del evento. Te pide de Liyue, te pide de Inazuma, te pide de Sumeru. Es brutal. Te pide de todas partes. Te pide las piecitas de arma de Sumeru, luego te pide las nuevas escamas estas de los bichos del Valle Chenyu, de los leones estos azules o lo que sean. Y luego te piden mierdas de estas de espectros, que también me vienen bien para Kiori, que también te las piden. Es un coñazo de farmear esto porque es que da una mierda de luz. Aparte de que están bastante... que no hay tantos. Los pocos que hay dan poquísimo luz.
Stabilize.
I see everything. Time for a light show.
Ya tú. ¿Qué me das? ¿No ves que me vas a dar, gracioso?
Gather.
Everyone hold hands. Feel the split.
Yo ando haciendo diarias en Nike. Ah, no sabía que jugabas al Nike. El Nike se le da buena trama, ¿no? Dicen. Pero eso que lo juegas en móvil o en PC, Reptil. Porque eso en Play no está, ¿no? En Nike. Eso lo juegas en móvil. Solo entra a hacer las diarias un poco de historia. Muy bien. Pues bien hecho. Mientras entretenga, está bien todo. Que es la idea de los juegos, entretener. Graficulasos, ¿no? Tiene. Graficulasos tiene, ¿no? Graficasos, no, graficulasos. Y la historia está bien. Sí, sí. No me quepe duda.
Stabilize.
Lo juego en móvil.
I see everything. Fire hazard.
Graficulasos buenísimos. Y grafipechazos también, ¿no? Se junta todos los graficulazos y los grafipechazos. Espectacular. Pues muy bien, hombre. Para eso lo ponen. Para eso los ponen los culazos y los pechazos. Si no, pues no venderían tanto. Como es natural. Grafi rebote. Ya te digo. Tiene muy buenas físicas también, me han dicho, ¿no? Además de los graficazos y los digo, de los graficazos y los grafipechazos, tiene muy buenas físicas, ¿no? También. Me han comentado, no sé quién me lo comentó, pero me dijo, el Nick ese tiene muy buenas físicas también. Yo, sí, sí, ¿no? Hombre. Tiene unas físicas que ni el Spielberg, chaval. Qué buenas físicas tiene, madre mía. Normalmente las personajes suelen tener dos físicas muy buenas. Ay, las físicas. Embrutecimiento masivo. Están bien pulidos, sí, sí. No me quepe duda. Por eso es un juego que es muy agradecido tanto de jugar como de ver, ¿no? Tiene esos graficulazos. Vamos a ver. Si te podemos subir el arma, Sumil esta. No veas lo que piden para subir el arma este de mierda de todas partes, macho. Solo falta que pidan de Natlan ya, no me jodas. ¿Ves? La mierda esta de Sumeru. La mierda esta es Valle Chenyu. Y la mierda esta de todas partes. Porque espectros hay un poco en todas partes, menos en Mondstadt. Y en Liyue creo que tampoco hay. La estoy subiendo no para nadie en concreto, sino para aprovechar la bonificación del evento, ¿sabes? El gacha es amigable, llevo un mes jugando y tengo ya muchos personajes. Ah, bueno, mira, me alegro. ¿Y hay personajes o todos son personajes en el nick este? Bueno, de momento hasta aquí.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Yo la estoy mejorando no por nadie en especial, sino por aprovechar el bonus del evento, ¿sabes? La bonificación de tanto de materiales como de ascensiones. Pero es un coñazo todo lo que piden. Muy bien. Skipellet es el futuro de la humanidad, ya tú sabes. Setaria. Setaria.
This should be Setaria's favorite
Qué bonita es
fortune-telling
Catherine.
spot.
Qué monina. Qué sumilla. Hay una gira, ahora no es Loli, ya ahora es Catherine, pues ya no es Loli. Ay. Setaria, why you forgot me? Skipellet el Magnífico, le llaman. Tú vas a por Skipellet, no vas a por Arlequino, ¿no? Reptiloide.
So should we ask? No, I already information on Sataria. The most important thing now, talking style and keep...
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you.
Le voy a dar prioridad a Skipellet, es que ya lo tengo muy bien hecho. No, que sí, sí. Si hay más días que longaniza, Reptil, ya volverá a salir Arlequino y Skipellet y todos, o sea... No es como al principio, que era la novedad, que tenías pocos personajes, iban saliendo y te mordías los codos por sacar el personaje nuevo, pero hoy en día realmente, en el punto en el que estamos, no te viene de tener a Skipellet ahora o más tarde, o Arlequino ahora, o en su rerun dentro de 4 versiones, ¿sabes? O sea, tampoco no... Francamente, te entiendo, Harut y Marut se llaman los gatos.
Nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Sobre mi vida amorosa.
Love prospects? No problem at all.
Ya ves, qué bestia parda. Qué chetil eres.
The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you.
Es adivina de verdad,
Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Meow.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
Qué pro es Paimon, me encanta.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial...
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help...
Vamos a hablar con Manolito.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite? Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of...
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Muy bien, pues ya está. Si es que no hay que justificarse. Te apetece Skipellet y ya está. Además, si lo tienes farmeado para adelante. Sí, tienes razón.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement.
Totalmente. Sí, sí, si fuera Skipelleta, te digo que habría vendido más que Najida. Si hubieran hecho una waifu de Skipellet. Vamos a ver.
I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods...
Bueno, más que juzgando es papucho, como Zongli. Pero sí. Si fuera waifu o mami,
Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the Nahida, you... It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in feats. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure. But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
Sí. Bueno, al principio todos le llamábamos el vampiro por las orejas estas que tiene y la pinta que tiene ahí con el de Drácula.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Was that everybody? 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria. What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot. Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knew she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. So, how do... Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be wary of us. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different. So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to? Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never... Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to... Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also...
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does he have to do this? Can't you do...
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably...
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Daria.
Here she comes! Satari is here!
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possess. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
I'm starting to feel kind of nervous. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Qué discretos. Epchetepep. Conexión acásica. No puedo, no puedo.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
El juego sí de sus misiones son interesantes, pero la mayoría esquipea. Ya, a mí me gustan.
Of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Y a mí también.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
Y prefiero oírlo en inglés, que tengo el oído más acostumbrado, que oírlo en japonés o en chino, que es como si oyera por muy bien que lo hagan, que no lo dudo, ¿eh?
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
Sí, sí. A mí es que no me llena nada.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth. gods are asking. Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Yo me suenan todos iguales.
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness.
Sí, claro.
And
Y los subtítulos también, no te jodas.
Is there a specific god who's speaking to you right
Hostia,
now?
pues la Esquipellet le baja 3 pueblos, macho. Parece un gangoso. Pierde todo... A mí la Esquipellet, precisamente en japonés, parece un gangoso, vamos. Pierde todo el husbandismo, bueno, todo el papuchismo, como Zhongli. En inglés tiene una voz que le va de puta madre a Esquipellet. En japonés parece un gangoso. Parece la voz de un muchacho de 25 años. De verdad. Que no es que sea una voz mala, pero no le pega ni con cola a la voz de Esquipellet. En vez de un señor, parece pues es un muchacho. Precisamente la de Esquipellet. Ya, bueno, eso pasa mucho con las voces de Genshin. Pues como todo el mundo que se volvió loco con Xiao porque era la voz de Kirito. Es Kirito, es Kirito. Y a tirar a Xiao por la voz. Digo, de verdad que... Pero oye, cada cual que haga lo que quiera, faltaría más. A mí en inglés le queda espectacular. La voz de Esquipellet en inglés es muy god. Le queda muy bien. Buscaron una voz así, además, muy serena, muy austera. Sí, es muy sereno, muy austero, muy firme. Es muy Zhongli, pero de Fontaine. Es un papuchazo.
No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
No sé, porque como no la uso a Jutao, la tengo pero no la uso. La tengo en inglés y ya está, pero no me preocupaba en ponerla en chino ni en coreano. Francamente. Pero en general me gustan mucho más las voces en inglés.
I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
No hay nadie, Sataria. Sayonara, baby.
Ooh, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty. Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida, it seems like you all I know are some abstract Harava-taught theories. In any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria. She's out of cubes now. Right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
No sé qué es kimochi, qué significa.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos, and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper, and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Ah, no me he fijado, no lo sé.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean... You've also become a believer of King Deshret?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this! You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit, but once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Setaria.
Come on, Setaria!
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Hablando japonés. Qué friki eres.
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Wrong the subject.
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems. She can no longer justify everything to herself. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! What should we do? This is the most important part of all.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matra right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Setaria.
Miss Setaria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Setaria. You tread a treacherous path, And the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistake. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the Sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirement. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task...
that'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon? That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the God of Wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side! The Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of Wisdom and Guardian of the Scholars? No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars.
Setaria. ¿Por qué eres tan sumilla? Insurréctica y chiquitilla. ¿Qué decía mañana a qué hora? La noche del día siguiente a las 19 horas. Será esta, ¿no? Vamos a ver si es esta y si no otra. Setaria, why you're so mean?
Those that come across Leo tend to stay a while. So it is when... things come to settle.
Really?
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard. Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid.
No, I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the...
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Setaria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to...
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer. Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Setaria managed to distract all the guards.
El otro jugable. El otro jugable que se venía también.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last.
Este se estuvo rumoreando que venía jugable, le sacaron hasta el kit, le sacaron todo. El Dottore también.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Samir City! What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here! Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the God of Wisdom.
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first.
Bueno, toca comer, gente. Luego un ratito vuelvo a abrir. Hasta ahora.